Good morning, rise and shine. Happy Thursday. I wanted to share something with you that stood out to me when I read Romans. Because I was like, wow, back in the days, I'm telling you, Bible is truth for real. Because back in the days, okay, I used to be like seafood fan. I'm talking about crab legs, all that, right? So then when I was on TikTok, I saw a guy that's like, oh no, you're not supposed to eat seafood. You're not supposed to eat this. You're not supposed to eat pork, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I actually stopped eating all of those. Well, pork, I was never really a fan of it. I'll eat it here and there rarely. But seafood, yeah, I was. So I was like, I stopped. Trying to be obedient. I want to do whatever God wants me to do in the sense of like, I want to be obedient. If we're not supposed to do that, I won't do it. But there's a lot of stuff that's called legalism, like how, people are like, oh, you shouldn't wear pants as a woman, you shouldn't wear makeup and stuff. So, anyways, I was reading Romans 14 yesterday and it said we should not judge. Well, obviously, it said it differently, but I'm talking about what I got from there. It says we should not judge others on different foods, days, personal practices, because we all belong to the Lord. So, I like that because back in the days, I used to celebrate Halloween. And then, I don't know, I just felt convicted. Like, I don't think it's right. For me personally, I felt convicted that it wasn't right. Two reasons why. The first one for me was I used to dress sexy costume. I'm talking about stripper heels, short skirts. It was just provocative. And then also later on, as I got into the faith, I noticed no, it just didn't sit right with my spirit. And then another reason why is it's a lot of money for one day. Then you go and get candy, then you throw away that costume or Goodwill or whatever. But it's just like I don't trust people. People, put stuff in candies, whatever. So I'm glad that I got to read that because some Christians are like I'm not gonna lie, I was judgy. When I stopped celebrating Halloween, I was judgy, like, oh, you celebrate Halloween? Oh no, girl. Like, and it says it here. It says you shouldn't judge onto people with that because people have different practices. So some people for Halloween, they think it's harmless as long as they, get a costume that's not harmful, princess, whatever, and it's just we're going out to get candy. Like they feel like it's innocent. Some people feel like it's the devil's birthday. My mom used to say that. Different things like that. So we should not judge people because at the end of the day, we're all accountable. God, we're gonna have an account with God when we see Him. So nobody knows what kind of personal relationship you have. Some people they're like, I don't find it harmless. Dress up as a character because I've seen when I was in church they celebrated that, but they said character day instead of Halloween. And then also like food practices when my mom stopped celebrating Christmas, oh, pagan holidays, this and that, Thanksgiving, and some people do. So I'm glad I read that because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little judgy with some people like, ooh, Halloween and who this and, so remember, God looks for a relationship and, not for what you eat, what you do, what you celebrate, you know what I mean? So there's been a lot of controversy on that. So just wanted to share that.